Hello guys, and welcome back to another First Descendant news episode. Today we're going to be talking about the patch that just dropped, 1.0.7. It's another main focus on quality of life changes and just rebalance some things. Otherwise, it's not that massive of a patch. It does do a lot of quality, though, that we pretty much needed, but let's get straight into the patch notes. Okay, so Hoffitt's 1.0.7. We got the content improvements. This is a pretty much do not select, abort, or continue during an interim review, and special operations abort will be selected automatically now. Lowered the difficulty mechanics in the hard intercept battle for Frostwalker. Destroying frenzy parts will now generate 2 embers. Increases the maximum threshold of the frenzy gauge. And when using sludge shots to frenzy Colossus, its ledge movement will be reduced, making it easier to aim at its weak points. They've practically tripled it, made it a lot easier to do in public, is the main way and reason why they did these changes, which is really good. Can't wait to do them myself whenever I'm in Publix if I'm doing them on it. But characters will no longer receive damage when they are in a hazardous area once the intercept battle ends. When Molten Fortress is defeated, the lava on the ground is now removed immediately. When Swamp Walker is defeated, the disease status effect is now removed immediately. The restart function of Void Intercept Battles, Special Operations, and Infiltration Operations is now separated into 2 types, Start with Current Squad and Restart Mission. The time available for Start the Current Squad is also increased to 60 seconds. That's all great. You don't have to deal with the annoying effects on the ground anymore with any of the Swamp Water Molten. No. We got Director's Comment as well. The restart function has been separated to restart mission and start with the current squad, which is awesome, so you can just restart faster instead of having to wait for a squad now to see if they want to do it with you. And that's generally it. The display animation for amorphous material when using a reconstruction device has been simplified, letting you quickly check the materials, which is great. Echo Swamp, Derelict Covert, Void Fragment, the toxic monster one that wasn't spawning that much is spawning faster, and the Void Fusion Reactors had been reduced, and they will now drop more ammo and ores when you defeat them. So, Void Fusion Reactors are going to be easier overall. Battle Pass, where the requirements for the Battle Pass Week 6 challenge, wouldn't it hurt more if my rifle fired harder, were not met retroactively. We changed the requirements to enhance rifle reinforcement to level 3. It was level 10, so they just brought it down. And reduced the difficulty of weekly challenges for Battle Pass Week 7 and 8, also increasing the amount of reward XP and supply coins, which are great. I hope they reimburse you, though, if you've already done them. As we've noticed that the battle supply drop was lower than expected, this was due to the fact that the seasonal challenges required everyone to do a lot of grinding. To remedy this, the Devon team has came up with 2 changes. First, we lowered the difficulty of weekly challenges for 7 and 8, which are planned to begin on August 15th. Also increased the rewards fee amount of supply coins that you can earn from completing week 7 and 8, which is good. So if you get your skins from the Battle Pass supply drops, the little free skin things for Ajax, for Viessa, and Levick. Almost forgot his name. But all of those are getting reworked and changed, so they're going to be way easier to do. And second, we're in the process of adjusting the difficulty of Season 1 challenges based on our experience of the preseason. Compared to the preseason, you will be able to complete challenges more naturally as you farm items. So now, expect the challenges to be more get certain kills instead of like the grindy Destiny-like challenges that we've had this time. And UI UX changes. Additional options and hard infiltration options. This is the changes with the disabled grappling hook and jump disabled, but you can also have certain like types now, I think. I think that's coming with Season 1 though, but I'll be reading on with this one. Now check the tooltip of amorphous materials icon and the change selectable rewards select screen and hard infiltration options. As your character becomes more stronger, more and more people will have choosing additional options over 200% and hard infiltration options. However, if you choose additional options, as you cannot begin matchmaking. becomes difficult as you have to gather party members on chat and communities instead. Therefore, we're trying to improve our matchmaking system so you can easily play together even if when you select additional options. If they could somehow make you do the same options as somebody else, say if they find a way to route you together, that'd be a good option. I think that, or if they do the ones as they're talking about with the one prior where there's combat, the pretty much like changes how the infiltration operation works, then that'll be good because you can just check one of those like harder combat encounters, tougher enemy encounters. Their effects do more damage sort of encounters. It really help it, so they can pretty much use that for your farming method instead of just making you join the other people, so you get your guaranteed 3 pretty much amorphous materials. But that'd be a good change. And we're also planning to change the mission and hard infiltration missions from occupation to extermination. Yeah, the good change in Season 1 is that apparently we're not going to do a lot of the missions where you're just holding a point nonstop and it's getting annoying. Tooltips for equipment now show up faster, that's good. Equipment option tiers are now displayed on the icon, which is meaning this, so you can actually see if you got 4 orange. Now, pretty much the yellow on them. If you got legendary effects on them, you can see it now regularly pretty fast. Don't know what this is going on with here. That's why I was saying orange. I guess it means like God roll or whatever. I don't know what that is. Are now displayed on the icon. As you can see with the screenshot above, the above option tiers of firearm reactors and external components are now displayed on the icon. In the module acquisition info, you can now select whether a module can be acquired via combining. The modules that can be acquired via combining are Hardline Suppression, Shot Focus, and Shield Collector. These ones are all mods that nobody's been able to really figure out if they were exactly from there or not, but now we know. In the consumables menu of the library, you can now see the amount of consumables you currently have, which is good. This is really good because you can also see the amount of amorphous materials they have from there. They've added a number in the bottom right corner. That's not shown, though, in a screenshot. When the unique abilities of an ultimate weapon permanently change the weapon's default performance, you can now check the changes on the basic info stream instead of just actually, like, doing it yourself, the math. Descendent fits the amount of recovery displayed on the skill tooltip for Eugen, so that it matches the improvements made to his recovery amount in Hafid's 1.0.6. Overhauling the formula of Eugen's recovery skill, the amount of recovery has been slightly increased for skill level 4, which is good. Weapon proficiency can be gained with unique weapons, aka like Luna's weapon now, or Freyna's, which are both good. And we also have SIT's miscellaneous console improved AMD frame generation for PS5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S. Changed the name of support droid to support drone. Good. UI and UX fits an issue with a filter of the lab re-entering the menu caused the filter to not be applied to the list despite the filter itself being maintained. Okay. Console fits an issue where Peacemaker did not show up in the weapon material research auto search. That's a unique bug. Fits an issue of the searching fire, chill, and electric with auto suggestions for Descendent modules also filtered out other attributes. Okay. A lot of this is a lot of bugs though, but they fix Bunny's Frill Bomb. Skill did not hit enemies when she was equipped with high voltage. Luna danced while holding her gun when she used an enhanced skill of the Neroi's Surge module. Luna's facial graphics were intimately rendered incorrectly, which is funny. Sharon could cancel her stills mouse right-click controller LT even after she fired flash short sword still during ending motions. Fits an issue while equipping a range module, which would not change still description the ultimate Leopard and Leopard's traction grenade. Fits an issue when equipping a range module would not expand the effect of Leopard's traction grenade. That one's good. Most of these, though, are generally, they're going to be the best buds. Our favorite things down there that you can already see, too. We got more equipment modules. Fits an issue where the display of firearm critical hit rate was switched with skill critical hit rate in the 4-piece set effect tooltip for the external component Acrobat set effects. Other languages fits an issue where the skill tooltip for Spiral Tidal Wave skill module omitted a description saying attracts gluttony's impurities. It's an issue in intercept battles where two players could remove parts at the same time and when using the mid-air maneuvering module. This one is a bug that I've noticed, but it's been you could just get around it. If it's an issue where a support drone in the active swamp outpost did not function properly. If it's an issue where Void Fragment Reward that let you receive all 4 kinds of shards was changed from 4333 to 3333. I wish it was just 444. If it's an issue in the laboratory where effects activated when defeating enemies, skills or unique effects for ultimate weapons could still occur even when Voldius invincibility was enabled. Huh. Wish I played with that. Some of those actually could have honestly been fine. Mission fits an issue where being tasked with collection for the Fortress Infiltration Operations Quarantine Zone in Heart of the Forest, with a 4-member party could intermittently cause a champion monster to not spawn, making it impossible to acquire the balanced plasma battery. That's a good fix. Increase the monster kill score for the infiltration mission. The Haven fits an issue where it was impossible to reach a perfect score even when increasing options to 240%. Fits an issue in hard infiltration operation on the laboratory, where a player reaching a no resurrection zone in advance could cause other players to not be teleported to the no resurrection zone. Fits an issue where a melee enemy would intermittently stop moving and not pursue players. I did notice this one as well. It happened a lot. It was sort of funny. Did help with outpost farming. And we got a new one. Though it looks like it's going to be a sniper descendant, which is cool. So we got a sniper is what it looks like. It's sniper launcher there. I can't really tell with the barrel, but it looks very close to a launcher is what I'd say, but I'd be more happy with the sniper. It gives me sniper vibes, though, with the sort of handle down here and the bipod-looking thing. Though, we don't know much about it. I'm glad it's a elemental descendant, though, because it's going to be really cool looking at how this is going to work with this sort of style in gameplay, because well, going forward, we need to stop getting more and more. We're going to get less and less non-attributes, is at least how I understand it, just because I'd see we need more to fill in other spots because we only have 1 cold one, 1 poison one, 1 fire one, so we need those ones to have more on them. But guys, that's the basic of this one. And thank you for watching this video. I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.